Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 11th and final update for Throwback 30. Jessica Lee created this Fantastic Ladies project out of other Fantastic Ladies projects. Every year we pick 30 different projects from the Fantastic Ladies, either current ones or ones from before, and we vote them into this project. That way we get to try the projects that maybe we haven't done before and would have liked to but couldn't. Maybe they were projects that ended before we joined, or maybe there were projects we did participate in but didn't get to meet all of our goals on and we get another chance. But I love this project. It should be coming back for another round. It would start on July 28th, which is when this round ends and the next one would begin. I do not know what the prompts are going to be. I am filming this a bit early, and so maybe the prompts have been decided by the time this actually goes up. I'm not sure, but I don't know what they are as of right now. As of the last update, I had 7 projects remaining, and I don't have any more rollouts, unfortunately. As I said, that is partly because I am filming early, but I will have more goals met by the finale. That I know for certain, and we'll go through the progress I've had in the last almost month. It is raining really hard outside. I don't know if you're going to hear that or not. I actually have a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm not hearing any thunder yet, but that might disrupt us. I don't know. The first project on the list that I have not yet met goal on is 50 Shades of Brown, and so I brought in a brown item. This is my NARS Cream Bronzer in the shade Laguna 2. My goal is to use this 30 times. I'd never used it before this project. That's what it looks like now. At the last update I had 16 uses and I've used it 12 more times to give me 28, so I only have 2 uses to go. I absolutely can meet that goal. I've been loving using this. It blends really well. I usually just apply it with my finger and that works just fine for me. I don't think I will be hitting jar anytime soon, but I will get my last 2 uses and it'll be a goal met for the finale next month. Next is 50 Shades of Pink, and that one was the original, and so I picked something pink. This is my LOC One and Done Shadow Stick in the shade Heavy Petal. It's a metallic pink. This is what it looks like. At the last update I had 10 uses. My goal is to finish it, and I used it one more time for a total of 11. I'm not sure that I really will finish it. I do not believe that I will be able to sharpen this again. So that actually is possible. I did have a couple months ago a chunk that fell out of it because it was dry and just broke on me. So that helped inadvertently, but right now it's still here. We'll see if I manage to get a couple more uses on it for the finale. The next one is ColourPan. That is for panning ColourPop products. I only own one product from ColourPop, so that was an easy choice for me. This is my ColourPop Cherish Pressed Powder Palette. It is an eyeshadow palette, except it's not called that because the middle shade is not approved for eye use. I do use it on my eyes anyway. At the last update, I had 20 uses on this palette. Every time I use any shade in the palette, it counts as a use. If I use all 5 shades in one day, that also counts as one use. So it's days that I use this palette. I had 20 of my goal of 30 as of last time, and I have used it 8 more times, bringing me to 28. So I only have 2 more uses on the palette too, and so that should be pretty easy. This partners well with a shadow stick that I have in Clue. It has a yellow shadow stick, and so with the gold there, and there's actually gold in this matte as well, that pairs really nicely together, and I like wearing them together, so that'll be pretty easy. This will be in here for another 2 uses. Next is Drop 10 Before Summer, and that's for painting summer theme items. I picked this DP Hue X Kristen Cavallari Sun and City Mist. It is supposed to protect your hair color from pollution and sun damage. That seems summery to me. My goal is to finish it, and I am now down there. I wasn't able to mark it last time because while I had some progress, it wasn't enough to make a new mark. But that's some decent progress in between there. If I keep up that pace, I might be able to finish this. I'm not so sure that I would. As of last time, I didn't think I would, but now I'm thinking that's possible. I have been using this in my hair as kind of like a sunscreen for my hair. I actually do not have color in my hair, so I don't know that this really does anything at all for me, but I do want to use it up and just finish it just because, even though I'm not using it for its intended purpose. So I don't know if it does anything, but I am still trying to finish it. The next one is Lip Service, and that is for panning any type of lip product, and I picked a lip gloss. This is my Maybelline Shiny-licious in Berry Bella. My goal is to finish it. At the last update, I had 29 uses, and I have used it 3 more times for 32. Not that impressive. I did finish another lip gloss earlier this year, so I really want to finish this one too, because this one's actually older than the one that I finished. It is like down in that region. I just haven't been wearing a lot of lip gloss lately, and I'm not sure why, but this is still in the project. I'm not so sure that I'm going to finish this in a month at the pace that I've been going because this was pretty low when I brought it in the first place. But it is still in the project and we'll see how many more uses I can get. Next is Skin is In, and that is for panning skincare items, and I picked a cleanser. This is the Soam Institute Nourishing Cleanser. My goal was to finish it. There are my marks. I did finish it entirely in this project. Well, I finished this bottle anyway. That's where it was at the last update, and at some point the pump stopped working. I couldn't use it anymore. So I put it over a container, an empty jar, and I left it upside down overnight to see what could come out of it. And there was more in there than I thought. Like, there had to have been product sticking to the sides because it didn't really make sense, because there was a bunch that came out. This is the jar that I dumped it into. We're going to pretend that we don't know what project this is from, and we'll pretend to be surprised for the next video. But there is a little bit left in there. And just once it was in the jar, it was less convenient than the pump, and so I wasn't using it as often. I could have finished it over last month, and it just didn't happen. But it looks like I'll get something like 3, maybe 4 more uses out of it, and it'll be gone for next time. I do really like this cleanser. I will say, though, that when I turned it upside down, that was the first time that I realized that there is an expiration date at the bottom of the bottle. And this expired in April of 2023. So it was expired the entire time I was using it, and I actually didn't know that, but I still thought it performed great. So for what that's worth, I still like it when it's technically not good anymore anyway. So I will have this done for next time. And the last one that I'm still working on is Tiny Pans. That is a past pan that palette theme for your palette with the tiniest pans. For me, this is the Coastal Scents Stylized Eyeshadow Sampler. My goal is to use this duo 30 times. I had 9 uses at the last update, and I used it 4 more times over the last month. That's what it looks like now. There's just a little bit of shimmer in that corner. I did clear out that other corner over there. I am confident that I will finish that shimmer over the next month. I am wearing pink on my eyes today, but it's actually not this palette. And I don't think I'm going to get all 30 of my uses. That's probably not going to happen. So I will still have this matte left, and I'm sure that can come to a project later. But I'm really excited about potentially finishing an eyeshadow very soon. So there is my update for the finale. I am confident about getting my 2 uses on the NARS bronzer. That should be easy. I will also get my 2 uses on the ColourPop palette, and I am certain that I will finish that cleanser. So that'll be 3 goals met for sure. The other 4, I'm not sure. Maybe the hair product. I don't know. Maybe the eye crayon. I don't know. I am happy with how this project has been going. I should check my notes from last year because I think that's going to put me below the number of items that I had left at the finale for this project last year when I did it. I'll double check on that. But in the meantime, wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye.